Hello and welcome to the newsroom. I am Fidelia Aguncha. A Nigerian man who had contact with the Italian who tested positive for the coronavirus in Lagos has contracted the disease. Osagie Ehanire, Minister of Health, disclosed this at a press conference in Edo State on Monday, assuring Nigerians that the situation is under control. He said the patient, who has been in isolation in the last 2 weeks, is now under quarantine. Ehanire added that the fresh coronavirus case tested positive on March 8. Nigeria's index case of coronavirus flew into the country from Milan, which has the highest record of the disease in Europe, on February 24th. He is currently receiving treatment at the Infectious Disease Hospital in Yaba, Lagos. Embattled lawmaker Ifeanyi Ubah is seeking to return to the Senate after he was sacked by a Federal Capital Territory High Court in the Bwari area of Abuja. This comes as the Court of Appeal in Abuja is set to hear the suit filed by Ubah challenging the judgment which removed him as a lawmaker representing Anambra South District at the Senate. In a ruling delivered on January 17, Justice Bello Kawu reaffirmed the sack of Ubah of the Young Progressive Party (YPP) and ordered that he be replaced by Obinna Uzo of the People's Democratic Party (PDP). The Senate has introduced a bill that will make the vice presidents, governors, and their deputies lose their immunity if they misappropriate public funds. The presidents, vice presidents, governors, and their deputies are currently protected by the nation's laws from criminal prosecution while in office. However, the proposed legislation from the Senate seeks to change this, but it excludes the president from the proposed legislation. The bill was sponsored by Deputy President of the Senate, Ove Omoagege. The Academic Staff Union of Universities ASU will this week decide whether or not to proceed on a nationwide strike following the decision of the federal government to stop salaries of lecturers who have not enrolled in the Integrated Payroll and Personnel Information System, IPIS. The union held its National Executive Council meeting at the Enugu State University of Science and Technology, Enugu, on Saturday and Sunday, where issues such as IPIS and the federal government's failure to honor the 2009 agreement were discussed. President Buhari had in October last year directed all federal government workers to enroll in the IPIS to ensure transparency, but ASU kicked against the directive on the grounds that it negated the principle of autonomy of universities. President Muhammadu Buhari has approved the composition of a power sector reform coordination group under the leadership of Vice President Yemi Osinbajo. In a statement, Nasir El-Rufai, governor of Kaduna State, said a new working group will incorporate the ongoing efforts of his committee to ensure all power sector initiatives are on the same page. According to the statement, membership of the group comprises El-Rufai, Abba Kyari, Chief of Staff to the President, Salim Aman, Minister of Power, and Zainab Ahmed, Minister of Finance. Italian authorities on Sunday locked down the entire northern region, which has a population of 16 million, to check the spread of the coronavirus. The death of the disease rose from 233 on Saturday to 366 on Sunday, and that's according to the country's Civil Protection Agency. The total number of infections also moved up from 5,883 to 7,375. Officials were quoted as saying it was by far the largest daily rise in fatalities since the outbreak hit the country. The Nigerian Football Federation is mourning the death of Nasarawa United defender Chineme Martins. Martins died while after colliding with a player from Katsina United during a match, an NPFL match in Lafia Township Stadium on Sunday. Chairman of Nasarawa United, Isaac Dunladi, also confirmed the defender's death. And that's the latest from the newsroom. Many thanks for joining us. I am Fidelia Aguncha. Bye for now.